Hello, everybody. Adam Parks here with another episode of Receivables Roundtable. Today, we're going to talk with Amber Russo from Kino Financial. How you doing today, Amber?
Good. How are you?
So Amber and I have been working together for a number of years buying portfolios. So Amber's a regional debt buyer down in Arizona. Amber, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your organization.
So I, again, am based out of Arizona. We've been buying debt for over 20 years under our partnership, but through Kino Financial since 2017. And we are buying in about 7 states now. We have a legal network with a heavy legal strategy. But yeah, that's kind of us in a nutshell.
The quintessential debt buyer. I love it.
Yeah.
So speaking of debt buying, I know that you've been incredibly involved in the RMAI silent auction for the last couple of years, and with the annual conference getting moved to April, I know that there's been some shifts and changes. So you want to kind of update everybody as to where we stand on the silent auction this year?
Sure. And we should mention that every year they continue to earn more money for the Legislative Fund. So this year we're doing it a little bit differently. It's going to be our kickoff event for the Legislative Fund. And it's all virtual, standalone from the annual conference. And I know that some people are like, oh, I miss it from, being around and getting to like jab my buddy that he's beating me out for a trip to Hawaii. But through this app or through this website, we can do the same stuff. I can see who my competitors are. I can get alerts telling me that you've outbid me for an item that I really wanted. And there's also a cool like buy now feature that if you want that bottle of whiskey that Velocity donated, you can pay a little high of a price, but you can buy it now and just end all the drama.
I'm a big fan of the buy it now.
Yeah, so I really am loving the website, loving this like virtual layout, sorry. But I will tell you that we are still looking for donations, because what makes a great auction is great donations from our industry folks and everybody that wants to support the RMAI Legislative Fund. If you all give us a cool item, it's going to raise money and it's going to help us support the Legislative Fund and all the work that we have this year.
Well, I can tell you that I'm very excited for the donation that I have planned. And so one of the things that I know we wanted to kind of cover today was talking a little bit about how there's going to be almost 2 silent auctions happening this year. One of them is going to be the virtual side, which is going to be very similar to what we did with the RMAI Summit last year. When we weren't able to physically get together for the summit, we used this virtual app, and I had a lot of fun bidding on some things, and I don't think I won anything for the first time, but it happens. But then we're also going to be doing a live auction at the annual conference that's been pushed to April, where we're going to be auctioning off some experiences. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so that experience live auction was an opportunity for us to do something that was going to like drive some excitement, right? So when somebody's up there telling you that we have this experience, and I'll give you an example, although we hope to have 5 total experience donations and opportunities to auction off. One of the examples is that we're going to do a day with the executive director of RMAI. So Jan has volunteered to do a day trip to a member's office or somebody, and chat with them about their operation. And, it's just an opportunity to really kind of have her ear for the day. But we're excited about it because I think that those kind of experiences, like, again, it's just going to drive some cash and drive some money, and we'll get everybody out there bidding against each other. So
I think it's a great opportunity, right? Because one, having Jan come to your office is definitely valuable. She's got incredible insight across our industry, and her visibility across the entire kind of credit ecosystem is really impressive. So, anybody who's bidding on that is, really bidding on a great opportunity to learn. And to have their voice heard, as you mentioned. I plan on donating a day, out at our local club here, actually learning to shoot with special forces veterans, which I think will be a very exciting opportunity. So for those of you that have been participating and donating, like you, and sponsoring my Naked Warrior Project events for the past couple of years, it'll be an opportunity to actually meet some of the people behind the scenes that have actually been out there serving our country, whether it be in the intelligence services or special forces. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I expect people to get kind of excited about it. And I think it's the first time we're doing a live auction, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. And so I hope that it'll be, especially in this kind of post COVID like conference that we hope to pull off. I think it's just going to be a nice opportunity to get everybody kind of out there and still, socially distanced, how we have it planned. We'll do it at one of the outdoor events. So that hasn't quite come together fully yet, but stay tuned. This virtual auction takes off here next Monday.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, this coming Monday, the 18th. So again, we're still looking for donations. If you can get in touch with one of us or go to the website, you can donate directly there. That is the rmaintl.org/auction. That will get you to the Octria site. You can register there, you can donate there, you'll be able to bid there. I even installed the Octria app on my phone and just logged in there because I'm like tracking it constantly. So this year, I'm actually sponsoring the auction. So I haven't donated an item yet, but I will. Maybe if I need to push us into that like next item, I'll think of something cool. But we've got a few, we've got kind of some gift cards. We've got a $200 gift card to MGM casinos, which everybody could put to use. And again, and we've got like the a custom illustration from an artist, and he does a lot of like logo designs. That was a pretty hot item on the last auction, and of course the whiskey, some
Of course.
wine. We are all excited to bid on alcohol, but yeah. So please get out there, donate, bid, participate, and help us raise money for the legislative fund.
And I think this coming year and future years in the immediate future are going to be very important, that the legislative funds be appropriately funded so that we can continue to have our voices heard as an industry. And this video will probably be coming out after the auction has already started. But why don't we tell everybody a little bit about when this is going to end and what they should be expecting at the end?
Okay, so it, like I said, starts Monday, January 18th, and it closes on February 10th. So if you don't take advantage of the buy now option, when it closes and you are the high bidder, actually the donors are mailing you directly your winning item, which is nice. Again, just kind of when we do something virtually like this, we can kind of shift up the ways we do things and not have a stockpile of items sitting at the RMAI office in California. So yeah, and again, and you'll see too the high bids. You'll see the kind of money that is really getting contributed to the RMAI Legislative Fund, and like you said, this year we can certainly use the support.
Well, I can say, Amber, as an active member of the association and current member of the board, we really appreciate all the time and energy that you're putting into, making the silent auction a success. I think that the auctions that happened last year and all the work that you put into it, really shined through, and I think we really were able to accomplish a lot. And pivoting last year during the executive summit auction and being able to make that happen, and then carrying that over into the 2021 auctions, I think is really fantastic. So, thank you very much for all the hard work that you put into that.
Well, thank you. Look, technology is on the rise everywhere. And so this is kind of our new way. It gets rid of those paper bid sheets and the crowding around the tables and that kind of thing. And so we're excited to make it a standalone event. And if successful, we'll be able to do it, you know, ever so often, to kind of help us. Look, we're raising, I think the last one was just over $15,000
Oh, wow.
for the legislative fund. And so these are substantial additions to the fund. And again, we appreciate all the support from industry folks, and you're recognized on our donor pages. I can put your logos up. You can share that to your social media, your LinkedIn pages, things like that. So some real like marketing opportunities while supporting our industry. So thanks. And look, you can tell I get a little jumpy talking about it because I love the silent auction. So yeah, I look forward to it. Let's see if we can beat last year's numbers.
Well, I think that we will, especially between having a physical presence and doing the virtual auctions. I'm really excited about everything that we have cooking. For those of you that are watching at home, thank you so much for your time today. Feel, feel free to leave any questions or comments in the space below. Amber and I will be responding to questions just as quickly as we can. If you have any additional guests that you'd like to see us interview or topics that you'd like to see me cover, feel free to comment below or send me a direct message. But until next time, we'll see you soon.